All right, everybody. My name is Kendall Purser, and I am the writer and artist for the webcomic Paula Simon. And today I'm going to teach you how to draw this fun little guy here. His name is Chester. This is Paula's toy mouse that she plays with. I'm going to be doing it on a computer here, so that's going to be a little bit different than if you're doing it at home with pencil and paper, but a lot of it is going to be quite similar. So, let's start out. Let me hop into the layers here. Okay. I'm going to hide some of these layers. We'll start over. So I'm going to do 3 different layers here. This is because I'm on a computer. If you're doing this on pencil and paper at home, not a big deal. Just follow along. This first layer for me is going to be my light pencil drawing. Just going to use the marker here, a little bit smaller, right there somewhere. And I'll be doing it in blue so that you know this is pencil, not pen. So, do a little swatch up here. This is pencil. That's wonderful writing on your tablet. Okay, so to start out with, Chester is shaped like a teardrop. So usually when you draw a teardrop or rain, it's in that sort of shape. So we're going to do that, but we're going to turn it on its side. So we do a nice teardrop shape, something like that. He's got a nose right on the end here. He's got an eye right here, back about 1/3 from the end. So if we're to divide this into thirds like that, it's about on the third there. Right behind his eye is where his ears are, and that's just 2 half circles or U's. And then for his tail, I usually do a triangle like that. So once we have our basic construction drawing here, you're going to want to switch from a pencil to a pen. And then once we go over it with pen, we'll redo we'll erase the pencil drawing. So I'm going to hop up here to my pen layer. And to show that we're in a pen, we're going to go black. Okay, so another color swatch here. This is pen. All right. So the nice thing about this type of drawing method is you can fix things. So like his chin kind of comes up a little high right here. His ears aren't as big as I normally draw them. So we're going to make some little tweaks as we finish him out here. So let's start with his nose. We get a good circle in for his nose. That's a really small pen for that. Let's go up to about a 5. There we go. That's a little bit better. Now, if you want, you can just draw the nose and then come back in later and fill it in with like a black marker or something. Just trying to get it nice and filled in there. Close enough. Okay, eye is the same way, just a little bit smaller. You can see I rounded the eye a little bit better there. Get that filled in nice and dark. There we go. All right, we'll shrink our size back down to a 3. Okay, so I'm okay with the arch here for his nose, so we'll go ahead and go up to there. But we're going to stop when we get to the ear because this is our pen layer. We want it to look nice and professional in the end. So make his ear just a little bit bigger. And then make sure we stop when we get to the ear there. Okay, now this next line I like to do in one swoop if I can. So I'll start at his ear, kind of come around the back, and see how we straightened out his chin there a little bit. And then his tail is just a nice little triangle shape off the back. Now, you'll want to go in and erase your pencil drawing. On the computer, I do that by hiding the pencil layer, and now we have a nice clean line drawing to operate on for our color. So for that, I'll give you a minute. You guys can go ahead and erase your pencil lines. I'm just going to switch to the equivalent of the marker here for coloring this in. You can use crayons, colored pencils, whatever you want. So we're going to start with, let's actually start with the dark gray. Okay, so his ears and his tail are dark gray. I'm now on my coloring layer, which means I can color in behind and it's not going to wipe out my line drawing. So let's very carefully go around. We'll color in his ears, just like you would with colored pencils or crayons or markers. Just be very careful on the edge there. Now, because I'm on a computer, I'm coloring outside the lines here a little bit. Normally, if I'm on pencil and paper, I'll put a baseline in that I know where to stop coloring at. It's not too hard to color over top on a computer, so take advantage of the medium that I'm using here a little bit. Okay. Yeah, just coloring his ear really good here. There we go. That looks pretty good. I'll head over to his tail. Now, the end of his tail I know is small, so I'm going to go ahead and shrink my marker down a little bit so I can do that one without going outside the lines too badly. There we go. And where I know I've got kind of a tight corner here, I'll do that as well. So I switch back to the big marker. I'm not going over top of things too much. It's right around there somewhere, I think. Looking pretty good. There we are. All right, so now we're going to grab a lighter gray color and fill in his body. So I'm going to start up here where I know I goobered before. Again, got to switch for a smaller marker. Which if you have those really fancy markers that have like a brush on one side and then a felt tip on the other, that's kind of the equivalent of what I'm doing here. But you can do this with any marker, crayon, whatever you got. Okay. See if I've got any other tight corners here while I got this out. Because technically his nose. Okay. Now let's go back up to the bigger marker. And we'll just fill this in. There we go. I like to do the edges first so that I don't have to worry about going outside the lines later. Just try to be as careful as I can here. Oops, that one was a little bad. Let's try that again. Still bad. There we go. All right, now we can just fill in with reckless abandon here. And by the time we're done, we end up with a pretty good looking little mouse toy. There we go. Looks pretty good. All right, so that's how you draw Chester from the webcomic Paula and Simon. I'll keep doing more of these videos as the week goes on. I'll probably do one video each day for each character. So we started with Chester. Tomorrow we will do Paula, and then Simon, and then their owner, who I believe her name is Judy. I haven't actually said it in the comic yet. But her name is Judy. She's named after my daughter's stuffed unicorn because, got to keep the kids happy. All right. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this, and we will catch you next time.